Hello, this is PG, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Humanitz. The game was released in 2023 and is currently in early access on Steam. Humanitz is a solo or co-op, isometric open world zombie survival game developed by Yodu BZZ Studios. The game takes place in the midst of a zombie outbreak with you playing one of the few human survivors. Okay, gameplay. Well, firstly you get to create your own character and there are a few decent options to work with. Once created, the game does something few survival games do. It gives you a comprehensive and detailed tutorial before you start the game proper, with examples for combat, crafting, building, and also the vehicle features. Other devs, take note, yeah? But before you dive in, you can tailor your world with customizable day-night durations, zombie numbers, although I would say high volumes in zombie numbers will result in technical problems even if you're on a top-end PC. So you can play solo, you can play online with others if you'd like. There's also a scenario mode, although I would say that definitely does need work. But general play, it feels like a mixture of DayZ, How to Survive and Project Zomboid. You're exploring the wilderness, looking for a backpack, scavenging for food, hoping you're lucky enough to find a gun and some ammo. You can farm, you can fish, but soon enough you'll have to fend off the undead. And I'd say combat is handled reasonably well. Melee is super basic but you can manage, and range combat works quite nicely also. To know, all the footage you're watching was played with the built-in controller support using an Xbox controller. It's not 100% there, maybe 80% at present, but you can definitely play it with a controller in a sort of twin stick feel. You may need a keyboard and mouse on occasions, but it worked just fine. Crafting is easy and it's dealt with via a menu or a crafting station. Building lets you place objects then populate them with the resources, but one area the game proves to be a bit of a massive drag is the resource requirement to craft or build. It does take an age to get any sort of base up and running, and I think this phase of the game definitely needs to be improved. What else? Well, your character can upgrade their skills over time. The game is also being updated pretty regularly, and the most recent one, I think they added a chainsaw. I haven't actually got the chainsaw yet. Okay, graphics. What you're looking at is the max settings on PC, and for the most part it's smooth, it's detailed, easy on the eye. You can zoom in quite close or you can go for a wide angle if need be, with an even wider angle available for binoculars. So I'd say it looks good. Performance wise, needs work. The game has got occasional issues, like in busy areas you'll notice a sort of frame rate drop or slowdown effect. So the devs have got a fair bit of work to sort out regarding performance, but the menus, I'd say they're good, they're clean, the fonts are readable, and it's quite accessible. Sound-wise, the music is well suited, the ambient effects are good. Maybe some of the zombie and wildlife effects are a little bit weird, need fine-tuning because they sound a bit rough. Okay, good and bad points. What's good? The game looks visually pleasing for the most part, combat is solid, crafting and building work, and it's quite an immersive experience. And the controller support means you can kick back and play it in a more relaxed way. Bad points, the performance issues are quite noticeable, the game can't handle lots of zombies on screen at one time, the resource grind is quite heavy, and the controller support is not 100% there, so it's not completely 100% playable with a controller. Okay, verdict. Humanitz is a solid entry into the isometric zombie survival genre. It's still early days, but it's got a huge amount of potential to be one of the leading lights in the genre. Maybe it needs more quality of life improvements, and also I think some fun, some humorous elements. I feel like the game takes itself a little bit too seriously. It needs to be a bit more light-hearted, a bit more entertaining, but it's got everything else that you would expect. In time, with enough patience, I'm keen to see how this one turns out. Played it for about 10 to 15 hours, quite enjoyed it, but yeah, it is a bit of a grind, but definitely one to watch. So scoring, well, it is early access. I'm always reluctant to give a definitive score, but I'd say at the moment it's probably like Humanitz shapes up around a 7.5 with the potential for a lot more growth if they can tweak it, fine tune it. And you know, it's still in the first year of early access, so I'd say it looks pretty promising. Okay, that's the review. Thank you for watching. This is PG, signing off. Cheers.